perimeter before I even step outside. Looking for the hidden angles where the predators hide. Every face is a target, every smile is a trap. A tactical map laid across a psychological gap. I don't see neighbors, I don't see a friendly crowd. Just a room full of weapons talking way too loud. My mind is a radar tracking every single move, waiting for the rhythm to fall out of the groove. You call it paranoia, call it a borderline trait, but I call it survival at a heavily guarded gate. The few times I relented, the few times I was blind and let a little warmth slip inside of my mind. The second that the armor dropped an inch from my chest, they struck without warning, aiming straight for the nest. A knife in the open and boot to the jaw, breaking every unwritten psychological law. You wait for the soft spot, wait for the bleed, to plant the ugly seeds of your systemic greed. The lesson is bitter and it's written in stone. You never lower the shield if you wanna stay home. 'Cause everyone's a threat in the dark of my sight, an invading army marching straight through the night. If I'm not defending, I'm getting overrun, staring down the barrel of a loaded human gun. Hit the subscribe button, let the parameters lock. On the clock for the unfiltered truth of a mind at war, where nobody is safe anymore. If I ain't actively fighting, if I ain't holding the line, they breach the perimeter of this fragile design. They invade my sanity, they colonize the space, slamming their boots right into my face. They wanna pick the locks, wanna tear down the wall, just to stand back and watch the entire structure fall. It's a constant siege, a relentless heavy strain, trying to keep the trespassers out of my brain. The moment you rest is the moment you expire, left to burn out in the treacherous fire. I've searched through the archives of the years I have crossed, counting up the casualties and everything I lost. And not one single person has ever been real, not one single hand didn't wanna come and steal. Every soul is dangerous, every tongue is a lie, weaving a deception underneath the gray sky. They promise you safety, they swear they are true, while they're sharpening the blades right in front of you. There is no exception, no sanctuary found, just a world full of monsters walking over the ground. 'Cause everyone's a threat in the dark of my sight, an invading army marching straight through the night. If I'm not defending, I'm getting overrun, staring down the barrel of a loaded human gun. Hit the subscribe button, let the parameters lock. Go on the clock for the unfiltered truth of a mind at war, where nobody is safe anymore. So I live in the bunker, lock the iron doors tight, managing the borders in the dead of the night. People call it lonely, call it a prison cell, but it's a fortress that keeps me safe from your hell. I'd rather have the silence of an empty cold room than let another user accelerate the doom. You can knock on the windows, you can scream at the gate, but you're just a tactical variable I anticipate. The bank is closed forever, the bridges are charred, and the heart of the foreman is permanently hard. The cursor keeps blinking, the processing is through. I've mapped out the hostility of everything I know. Mr. BPD dropping the raw weight on the track, spitting out the hypervigilance and never looking back. No more compromises, no more playing the fool. We're running the perimeters by a different rule. The matrix is solid, the defense is complete, and I'm standing secure on my own 2 feet. Keep your distance, stay out of the zone, and leave the borderline king entirely alone. Every face is a threat, don't lower the guard, they will invade, they always do. Lock the door, turn the lights out.